Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. They've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And a chance to check out Kyle Lowry here, one of the more underrated guards in the league. But he is as tough a matchup as you will find.
I call him the little pit bull. You know, I actually seen him, the late, great Eggman, who was assistant general manager.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Steve, we have a great matchup in the middle right here tonight. How fun is it going to see these two great centers go head-to-head?
That's old school.
Some changes for Minnesota. Hill, he's checked in for Jang. Prez comes in for Zach LaVine. Young is subbed in for Dunn. So on the floor for Minnesota, Basile, he's in at shooting guard. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hill. Then there's Muhammad, and it's Young in at the guard position.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. Our defense on Lowry has got to be better, gentlemen.
Play. That's one of the keys to the Raptors offense, Smitty, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they don't play fast, so they don't have a lot of turnovers, but they're also at the bottom of the league in prior assists. What they do is they just try to attack to score on the offensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Norman Powell's checked in for Ross, and it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Prez kicks to Hill. The shot's good, and it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a feeling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. And guys, the focus being on the offensive side of things, they obviously don't want to let their defensive guard down, so to speak, can they?
No, they're still going to have to be sharp on the defensive side of the floor. It's just that getting into a rhythm offensively is going to be the main focus here early on.
I mean, for this team, they have to hang their head on defense. Sometimes their offense come and go, but their defense has to be their staple.
Prez dishes to Rush. Here's Aldridge, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Raptors trail by 7. Now here's Joseph. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Carroll with it, back to Joseph. Shot clock at 5. Launches it, and that's good. Norman Powell for 3. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game. Minnesota leading by 4. Young outside. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%? What you love about Young most, to me, is his work ethic. He gives every ounce of energy he has on both ends of the floor. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. Sullinger, the screen. Shoots off the screen. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
They weren't taking what the defense was giving them. Instead, they forced a lot of low percentage shots, which is why they lost.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Rush kicks to Aldridge. Powell with the steal. Here's DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Now here's Prez. Guarded by Powell. They set the screen. Rush outside. Hits it from three-point range. Rush has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Powell for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Young dishes to Aldridge. Pass to Prez from 15 feet away. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Prez has got his first bucket of the night. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Here's Joseph. Powell for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got 9 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Young outside. Out to the wing. Here's Basile. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I have to admire how steady Prez is on these shots, sensing the contact coming and still nailing it.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Pekovic is checked in, and Joseph kicks to Powell. Back to Joseph. He feeds it to DeRozan. And it's good for 2. 6 points for him.
He's as consistent as they come on offense. It's really a luxury to have him on your team.
The dish now to Rush. Here's Hill. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw drops for Hill.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Here's Joseph. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Valanciunas passes to Joseph. And Corey Joseph has shown that he is one of the best backup point guards in the NBA. Just runs the team perfectly. Smitty eats minutes, plays solid defense, and keeps everything running smoothly with the second unit.
You need a floor general like Corey Joseph coming off the bench. Joseph is one of the best in the game at making that happen. Most teams would be happy with him as a starter.
Here's Young. Carroll with the rebound.
Because he's such an explosive force down low, the defense threw everything they had at him, and it worked.
Powell kicks to Carroll. Here's DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
4 seconds left. No good at the rim.
How about him there just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Make your presence felt. He definitely altered that shot.
And a chance to hear from DeMar DeRozan.
We all just playing together. You know, that's a big...
And DeMar is definitely a guy, Greg, that knows how to infuse that chemistry and teamwork on the floor. It looks like he's a big reason why they're clicking.
Kevin, no doubt. And attitude, such a huge
Prez,
factor in being
and I approve
successful
that
as
steal.
an individual. But
Presidential
really also
pardon.
as a team. I think we've seen him really embrace that attitude as he's matured as a player.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
When every reserve or two can come in and provide some quality play, it really energizes the rest of the team.
They've got Lowry. Also, Corey Joseph out there. MyCareer is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Carroll with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Even though they aren't in the same conference, each and every game means something in this league.
Pekovic dishes to Prez. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Muhammad, the pass to Pekovic. Goes back up. No good. Shot missing. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Their offense came fairly easy to them out there. The D wasn't rushing them to do anything, and because of that, they made a lot of smart, calculated decisions that turned into easy points.
And Toronto making a change here. Ross is checked in. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. Off the inbound pass. Ross grabs the board. Raptors trail by 3. Feeds to Joseph. Got a hand on it. And that one, good. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Down low, here's Basile. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Joseph. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Down low, down to 5 on the shot clock. Terrence Ross can be absolutely infuriating, Steve, to watch, and at times pure joy. He embodies the idea of a player who can get white hot and then go ice cold and disappear. Here's Lowry. Kicks to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. To the middle. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
He is just getting hotter as the game goes along, building on a strong start. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second quarter.
Well, the one thing we know about Lowry, he isn't afraid of the big moment, for better or for worse. And Steve, when there is a game-deciding possession, he makes sure to either take the shot or certainly be active in the play.
What you love about Kyle Lowry is that he has a short memory. A bad play or missed shot does not deter him. He comes right back figuring he can make the next play, and he makes a lot of big shots for his team. That's just an awesome assist. Really paced the ball in the ideal spot.
The pass to DeRozan. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now Young. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Toronto leading by 7. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And let's look at a graph of blocks and personal fouls the last 5 games and the season as a whole for Jang. Lowry against Young. Valanciunas with a screen on Young. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Can't make good off the screen.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Beautiful pick. Ugly shot.
The 3. They grab their own miss. Tries again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Kyle Lowry has always been so consistent at getting himself to the free throw line.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Watching Kyle Lowry over the years, it's been a treat to watch him. His game on the court has definitely developed, but his leadership skills has gone to another level.
And here's a look at some numbers for Lowry. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 21 points per game, 9 assists, and just over 2 steals. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Brandon Rush.
Got to commend Prez, a fast learner who continues to improve with each passing game.
They set the pick. And the call will be against Prez. That is his first foul of the game. Shot from the inbound. Basket good. 15 points for DeMar DeRozan. And Lowry and his leadership, you can tell that he is the heart, Steve, and the soul of this team. The team goes as far as he takes them.
Yes, for sure. Made the All-Star game and was third-team All-NBA. He deserves those accolades as his impact went beyond just what he did on the stat sheet.
6 to shoot. Here's Basile. That's tipped. Now here's Paul. He's covered by Basile. It's stolen by Prez. Powell pulls it in.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
And yeah, you look at him and look at his face, his expressions. He has definitely lost his confidence.
For Toronto, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Pick up by Hill. Young passes to Basile. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Screen by Young. Shoots from the corner.
And haven't really been that sharp from beyond the arc. And they're only getting worse as we get closer to halftime.
Lowry kicks to Carroll. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's DeRozan. Offline with his 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Back to Muhammad. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That's just great basketball. Young is extraordinary at distributing the rock to his teammates.
0 for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Prez dishes to Young. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here is Prez. 6 points for him. Towns is doubled. It's stolen by Carroll. And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a 3-point play.
Lowry knows the contact is coming, really demonstrating his strength.
A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1. He's missed 2. A shot missing. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Raptors.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with...
Let's go, gentlemen. We still have one more half. Listen up.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He got some easy buckets, made some tough shot. He erupted in the first.
Some changes for Toronto. Jared Sullinger comes in for Valanciunas, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Towns. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Gorgui Dieng. Prez is checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. Young is subbed in for Dunn. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Basile in at small forward. Young is out there with Levine. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Pekovic in at the 4 slot. Dishes to Prez. Passes it to Pekovic. Lets it go from 11. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Raptors leading by 14. Ross sets a screen for Joseph. He kicks it to Sullinger. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got in just enough room to get that shot off.
And Dwayne Casey given the vote of confidence by the Raptors front office, but with the team underachieving at times in the playoffs, the pressure is still there.
Yeah, the second seed in the East, but the Raps struggled to translate that to the postseason. Casey, a quality coach, but it's a fickle business, and you're judged on wins. Most importantly, playoff wins.
MyCareer's checked in for Toronto. They set the pick. To the paint. Here's DeRozan, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Basile. From outside, off the mark.
Look, I know he wants to put the team on his back, carry them across the finish line, but it's all about getting a high percentage shot.
Here's Sullinger. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season? Prez, third, and of course, Chris Dunn.
Tremendous form and confidence. That's what these two have in common when it comes to shooting free throws.
Hey, Steve, when you think about team basketball and chemistry, the value of winning, what attributes make for a great teammate?
I think, first of all, unselfish. I think a guy just wants to do whatever it takes just to win. And it's not about his individual awards. And also a guy that wants to make you better.
What about the guy you don't like? What about the guy who's not a good teammate?
You know that guy is selfish, and that guy is always hulling up with a lot of guys, having these small conversations, talking about what's going wrong.
Well, what do you do about it?
You got to kind of weed those guys out. You got to have guys all on the same page. I think it's a team effort, but also it's the coach, general manager, and the leaders of the team to kind of weed him out.
Great perspective. The feed to Joseph. He dishes it to Sullinger. And Aldridge sends it back. Now here's Prez. D right on him. Pass to Hill. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Love the ball movement. Prez is really spacing out the court well with his passing.
And Hill, no good on that one. Steve, as a player, how often did you go into a situation knowing that you might get a technical foul called on you for saying something to a ref?
A lot of times, Kevin, I went...
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. Listen up. We've got to make some adjustments on offense out there. We cannot settle for contested jumpers when we can get cleaner looks at the basket.
Choice words,
yes.
And then you'll get one.
Good. Tell me that when we get off the air, okay? Thanks. Young passes to Basile. Here's Hill. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He has been right on the money tonight. If it weren't for that, they'd be much further behind right now.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Raptors leading by 18. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Back to Joseph. Powell dishes to DeRozan. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
There's the pick. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Young. Here's Hill. Jared Sullinger pulls it in. Sullinger's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And DeRozan kicks to Joseph. That one good for 2. Joseph's got 4 points this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
No one near Prez as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Fast break Toronto. Here's Carroll. Rebound Minnesota. Hill's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Levine. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Powell kicks to Joseph. On the wing, DeRozan. Launches a 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Levine with it, picked up by Joseph, pick up by Hill. Here's Basile. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Wow, you know he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Out to the right wing. Here's Basile. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Foul for 3. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Toronto.
And really, it shows just how much this team relies on the production of the Orange Juice tandem. They have come out flat tonight, and even with the rest of the team playing fairly well, it's a mountain to overcome on the scoreboard and really could be insurmountable.
And Young kicks to Prez. Hill sets the screen for Prez. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Carroll. He feeds it to Powell. Shoots a 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Aldridge, good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Aldridge has got 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Back to Powell. Got a hand on it.
Look at Prez rise up for the timely block. So good at reading the opposition and getting high with those rejections. It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
To the inside, it's stolen by Sullinger. Now the Raptors moving it up. Floats one. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Carroll passes to Lowry. Now here's DeRozan. 25 points in the game. No good on that last second attempt there. And at the end of the third quarter. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged until the end. All right, be precise, send the ball to the screen, come across the screen, focus on the defensive end. Let's go.
There you hear Dwayne Casey asking for more precision on offense and more attention to detail on defense.
Yeah, carry out your assignments on both ends. Do the little things that ultimately make a big difference in the outcome of a game.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. They've got Powell, Nogueira out there with Pirtle, and it's Caboclo in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Pirtle. The baseline jumper goes down.
Textbook form from Pirtle, getting room to shoot from the mid-range and nailing the shot.
And Young kicks to Prez. Young in the corner from downtown. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
There's the dish to Rush. Back to Young. There's the screen. Inside, here's Pekovic. Got a piece of it. Powell with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Powell dishes to Pirtle. Nogueira passes to Pirtle. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. He gets it in there. And that's now 7 points for Nikola Pekovic.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jump to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. They set the screen. Right sets a screen. To the middle, up off the screen. And Pirtle lays it up and in.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Prez with the ball. Howe on him. And Pekovic kicks to Prez. Pekovic with the screen for Prez. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Feeds it to Powell. Well, the NBA now playing games in London every season. Games selling out in record time. Word is, Steve, the league would eventually like to launch a 4-team division in Europe. You think that could work?
You know, I don't think so. I think when you look at it, that's be so hard for teams traveling back and forth, and especially those teams in Europe. They'll be traveling over here to the States a lot. I can see an all-star game in Europe, maybe in London.
Too, yes.
I think an all-star game first.
And you could see it in Prez's eyes. There is no way he's missing that 3.
And when he wants to hit from deep, it's almost as if he wills it in if you let him.
It's Nogueira top of the key. Here's Caboclo. Pass to Pirtle. From 15 feet away. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Pirtle's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Out left to the wing. Rush from outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Right, the pass to Caboclo. Kicks it to Pirtle. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the 7-footer, Jakob Pirtle, a smooth, fluid athlete for him.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hey, yo, we got to step it up, man. The Raptors killed us tonight. It's not going to be easy, stomping like that.
Tell me about it.
Well, you step it up then, Prez.
Come si vorrebbe sale come febbre che io non voglio perdere. Senti come urgente è lungo le mie vertebre. Sale come febbre che io non voglio perdere. Senti come urgente è e non mi importa più di tutto ciò che è stato. Non c'è la rabbia e la paura che mi ha spaventato. Adesso sono qui dove tu mi hai lasciato. Tra le mie braccia stringo ciò che sono diventato. Ora sto bene, io ora sto bene. Ora sto bene, io ora sto bene. Ora sto bene. Dai a fondo quando scatta il panico. Come pensarmi già da quell'altra parte del valico. Sono come le nuvole con la mia pioggia a carico. E stare male non mi importa più. Sono in controllo di me stesso ora che sto imparando come camminare. 2000 strade in una vita sola. Io divago, diviso tra le due cose che amo, come il dottor Zivago. Ho fatto il miracolo, in viaggio tra le due sponde del lago. La carpa è diventata un drago e ho affilato le unghie. Chi mi capisce mi raggiunge, o lo fa quando sarò arrivato al dunque. Non posso più aspettare di accontentare chiunque, se so che non ci riuscirei comunque. E non mi importa più di tutto ciò che è stato. Non c'è la rabbia e la paura che mi ha spaventato. Adesso sono qui dove tu mi hai lasciato. Tra le mie braccia stringo ciò che sono diventato. Sono diventato questo, al resto non ci penso più. Basta un attimo adesso, al resto non ci penso più. Sono diventato questo, al resto non ci penso più. Basta un attimo adesso, al resto non ci penso più. E non mi importa più di tutto ciò che è stato.